Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Houston Rockets Daily, where we post daily Houston Rockets content. If that's something you enjoy this video, be sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button. Check out the link down below. I've got a Discord there. We talk a lot of Rockets, we talk a lot of NBA in general. But let's get into the video, man. We're actually getting close to 2,000 subs. I'm absolutely ecstatic, trying to hit it by the draft, which is less than 3 weeks away. So let's talk some draft, shall we? The Houston Rockets clearly have some holes that they need filled. Now, we're going to talk Tari Eason today, all right? Because this is a guy out of LSU. He is 6'8". He's a power forward. 7'2" wingspan. Yeah, 7'2" wingspan. Weighs about 220 pounds. Now, it depends on what mock draft you read or you look at, but, I mean, sometimes he'll go like number 15, sometimes he'll go as late as 20, but he's right around that bubble for Houston where he should be available unless a team, like a couple of picks before us, is just absolutely huge on him. But let's take a look at his statistics last year at LSU. Played 2 years in college, keep that in mind. Now, personally, when I look at Tari Eason and watch his highlights, I read some articles on him or what have you, it's very hard to find actual flaws. Like, it's genuinely difficult to find actual flaws. I mean, maybe his passing. If you were to Google Tari Eason flaws, it's going to be like just random shit like turnovers. I disagree. Average 2.2 turnovers. I don't really view turnovers as a big Tari Eason concern. But when you look at his stats, and keep in mind, dude, defensively speaking, this cat is a beast, bro. 16.9 points per game, 6.6 rebounds, only 1 assist per game, but, you know, we got plenty of guys who can pass the rock. 1.9 steals, 1.1 blocks. So like I said, defensively, this kid is a menace. Shot 52% from the field on about 11 attempts per game, and then he shot 36% from downtown on about 2.5 threes per game. Also, something that I think, you know, sometimes gets overlooked, doesn't really matter how it all usually happens. The Houston Rockets' free throw percentage last season was abysmal. It was god-awful, bro. It was terrible, actually. I mean, even casts like Kevin Porter Jr., KPJ shot 60% from the free throw line last year. Like, what? What the hell? I don't know what was going on. I don't know what was going on at practice. I don't know, dude. Christian Wood, for like the first half of the season, had the worst free throw percentage in the NBA of eligible players. It's all mental. I'll work it out. Why does everyone on the damn Rockets have mental issues with shooting free throws? It doesn't make sense. I genuinely don't get it, but he shot 80% from the free throw line last season. So if you look at Houston right now, defensively, obviously, we are not good. You know, defensively, we are not good. Personally, I think we need more paint guys, more wing defenders, more just in general versatile guys. And at 6'8" with a 7'2" wingspan playing the power forward position, Tari Eason, defensively speaking, is one of those guys who can guard a bunch of different players. Like I say, he can get steals, he can get blocks, like he can do a little bit of everything. I think getting a guy like Tari just to kind of help establish our culture of, hey, you can't mess with us. Yes, we're young as hell. But you can't mess with us. Don't think just because you're playing the Houston Rockets, you're getting an easy win or you're getting an easy bucket. So I think Tari Eason, as far as just even culture fit, is pretty money for it. And then also you got to factor in, he's from Seattle. You know, KPJ's from Seattle. Like, Seattle, low-key, is just a basketball hub. This is something I didn't really know until about like a year or two ago. But Seattle has some hell of talent coming out of that city. I've always wanted to live in Seattle. I don't know if anyone, this might be a little too old, I don't know if anyone's ever watched the show Frasier. I used to watch that a lot growing up, and it was based out of Seattle. I always thought that was pretty dope. But yeah, man, I mean, like, look at this. I'm on tankathon.com right now. His stat weaknesses: turnovers, assists to turnovers, fouls, gives a shit. Assist percentage, usage, draft age. He's 21 years old. Draft age 21 years, I don't get that. But it's important to keep in mind a cat named Umar Garuba. I mean, Usman, if he pans out how Houston wants him to pan out, that's a guy who can guard 1 through 5, dude. I mean, legitimately, Umar Garuba, if he pans out the way the Rockets need him to pan out, because you also can't be a bum on offense. You can't be a bum on offense. No disrespect to Usman, but this past season, whenever he played with Houston, it wasn't like this in the G League, so that's why, I'm not worried one bit. But, I mean, he was not good offensively. He was not good. But defensively, if he can just figure it out on offense, add a couple more skills to his bag, which is obviously the goal in mind, I do think Umar Garuba will be useful for the squad because you can guard him. You can have him guard multiple different players, multiple different positions. If Houston were to go Paolo and then Tari with our first 2 picks or our 2 picks in the draft, maybe you have some concerns with, are we getting too big? I'd squash that immediately. I think that's exactly Houston's issue, is we're not big enough. I mean, I genuinely can't believe that P.J. Tucker was the Houston Rockets starting center for consecutive years. I genuinely cannot believe that existed. I don't know who told who that was the move or who told who that was going to work, but do I even need to explain? That's never going to work. A 6, bro, what? P.J. Tucker at the center position? I love P.J. Tucker. He's a dog, but you're asking for too much, man. So Christian Wood, I have a hard time imagining that Christian Wood is going to be a part of Houston for the long term. Even if we have him for this season, even if you get Christian Wood, you still have Christian Wood. Yeah, it might be hard to kind of get the minutes at our big man position in the paint players, because we'll have Christian Wood, we'll have Sengun, we'll have Tari Eason, we'll have Paolo Banchero, and then we'll have Umar Garuba. My best guess is that Umar Garuba in that situation just straight up doesn't really play, and then I would actually imagine, Tari Eason probably wouldn't play that much. Maybe like a Josh Christopher-esque role where you're going to give him like 15 minutes to start the season. I would anticipate an immediate impression, an immediate production, just like Jay got last season, and that's when you start to see him, kind of get more and more minutes. Because Christopher played like 73 games for us this past season, but if you don't remember, at the start of the year, he wasn't getting too many minutes. Sometimes it was garbage time. Sometimes he'd play a little bit, like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and by the end of the season, he was usually getting around 20 at least. So I think Tari Eason is pretty money. I mean, look at his strengths, bro. Steals, points, box plus minus, defensive win shares, defensive rating, win shares, player efficiency rating, offensive plus minus, defensive box plus minus, offensive win shares. Didn't we say that? Oh, defense. Free throw percentage, wingspan, projected NBA three-point percentage. Yeah, he can shoot as well. What did I say? 36% on 2.5 threes? I'm going to take that. Yeah, I'm going to take that, man. So that's it for today. I do genuinely believe the Houston Rockets would be in very good hands with Tari Eason. And, I like a lot of the prospects. I like guys like Ty who are kind of projected around where we have our pick. But to be honest with you, at 17, if Tari Eason's on that board, I'm definitely selecting Tari Eason. Let me know what you guys think down below. Hit the like button, hit that sub button for daily Rockets content. I will see you guys later.